Welcome to the Salt Lake City International Airport once again. We've got a fun little series, 3-day series. We're flying to North Dakota to scout for whitetails. We have done a few whitetail hunts over the years, but the one thing we haven't really done is like a true do-it-yourself whitetail hunt. So I was lucky enough to find some property to lease, and because of that I was like so excited to go set trail cameras and do some scouting. So we're flying into Bismarck and we're going to be hunting south of there. So it should be fun. I'm excited to get some trail cameras out and actually get eyes on some whitetail bucks in velvet. It's about 5 p.m. right now and we just barely left Bismarck. So we flew in, got this sweet rental car. I think it's a Hyundai. Nice little 4-door car, plenty of space for all our stuff, and it'll get us to point A to point B. We went to Scheels. We got batteries for the trail cameras, we got some gear, and then we made a quick trip to the grocery store. And we're out in the country and you look around, it's just wide open basically. Some draws, some brushy draws, some rows of trees that people have planted, and a lot of agriculture fields. This is going to be a whole new thing. I was just telling Martin earlier, like, I've hunted whitetail and I've taken a handful of them myself, but I've never really like sat back and observed whitetail. Really just see what they do and kind of learn their patterns. So this trip is for that, and it will be totally different by the time that we come hunt, because right now it's July, so it should be fun. We're going to actually hit the property tonight after we make a stop to where we're staying. So we'll get there first, unload everything, change our clothing, and head out to the property. We are now about 15 minutes out from where we're staying, and let me just tell you guys that the internet is a crazy place. It makes the world seem so small, and you get to connect with people from all over. So long story short is we're gonna go stay at a cabin that's owned by John Armand. So the landowner that I'm hunting on connected us, and John offered to just kind of show me around the property because he's actually hunted it before. Funny thing is I've been watching his whitetail hunts on YouTube a lot lately because I've been specifically searching North Dakota whitetail hunts, and a bunch of his stuff has come up. So when I talked to him and kind of connected all the dots, I was like, wait a sec, I've already watched like a ton of your videos. So super cool guy, super nice guy, offered to put us up in his cabin tonight. So we're gonna head there and change, then get out for the evening class. Wow, this place looks pretty cool. Oh, I told you. All kinds of antlers and racks right there. I think we bottomed out on the cattle guard back there. But wow, I feel spoiled being able just to come hang out at a place like this. Introducing to you guys, John. I think he took too much mountain ops. What's up? I saw a Charger. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a Charger for an e-bike. That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm freaking chasing cows with it today. It was a rodeo.
Oh, no way. That's a good use of the bike.
I don't know how many cowboys are going to be freaking using it, but I said it is nice when I got to go 2 miles up that way with the machinery instead of throwing a bucket.
Yeah, that's funny.
So
yeah, that's cool. Well, we just showed up and just kind of hung out. Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. This is Martin.
Martin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And we just barely changed. I was like, well, he hasn't texted. Maybe we'll...
I don't have zero.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and I don't even know if mine went out.
We're doing it kind of the old school. It ain't. We're not dragging them. We're in the freaking getting kicked and pushed and shoved. And
That sounds like fun.
yeah, I said, let's bring the Utah boys down there and let them get we got a couple we saved for you.
We made it to the land. This is our first look, and again, I've been here before. Bmack and I actually came and hunted a couple years ago. I never got an opportunity, but man, I'll tell you what, this place is wide open for the most part. There's some little draws with trees running down through like creek bottoms, but we're gonna hike to the top of this butte This is all private land right here. This is part of the piece we can hunt actually. But we figured the first night we'll just do like an observation sit. We'll get to the top, glass everything, get familiar with what food, not food plots, but like what fields are in, and we'll kind of see where the deer are coming and going. But once we get up there, we'll get the optics out and fingers crossed that we can find a big buck tonight. The king. But you know what's funny is I think they're mule deer sheds. So guys, I was walking up this hill. There's been a lot of cattle on this hill. I was like, you know what, Martin? I think we could find a shed out here with the grass being so low. And I just looked to talk to him. There's a side-by-side set. That's so freaking funny. We just walked right by him too, huh?
Yeah. Dude, they're old. Oh no, they're brown. You pumped, bro?
Yeah, can you believe that? Yeah, muley sheds. I was thinking, I wonder if there's any deer that hang out on these slopes when there's snow. You'd think they'd burn off. Heck yeah. Dang, dude, 20 minutes into our trip, we have a set. Just a nice little 2-point mule deer sheds. We'll pick them up on the way down. And we'll just let them hang out right there, but we're on the board. We get this drainage. I think the property kind of 90s up above that guy. And we got the land on the top. That's that house over there I was telling you about. That's on the property, and then a ton of the country past it, those hills. That's in the country too, or in the property. So it's kind of nice getting a bird's eye view of the property we're able to hunt, just to kind of get familiar with it and see which fields are in and which fields are out. There's a deer out there, it's glowing. See that yellow or the orange dot on that meadow? Take a look. First deer is a buck, just a young one. It's like a spike by two, but his antlers are actually pretty heavy for how small they are. Get my phone scope ready. That's how easy it is. Boom, you're ready. I got my adapter and my case right there together. We'll try to get some video of that little spike, and we just spotted a doe that stepped out, so the deer are moving. I just lost it. It's right around the rock somewhere. It was funny cruising in here. Martin was like, it'd be so cool to just like be scanning the tops of like the ag fields and just see a big rack, and that's it, just the rack and head. Well, we got a buck that's laying down in this alfalfa field, and that's all you see is his head and his rack. Really good one. Has at least a 4-point frame with like nice size eye guards. He's out here quite a ways away. He's on our property where we can hunt, and he's hanging out with some does and another small buck, but he's just kind of bedded. Well guys, our first night in North Dakota has not disappointed. A gorgeous night, beautiful skyscape as the sun went down. We did see one shooter buck for sure, which is just barely off the property we have permission to hunt. He's actually on some private that borders this, but he's living right here, so again, he's probably bouncing back and forth. We saw a lot of deer, we saw a handful of turkeys. I found that set of sheds. I think I have a third shed glassed right below us. But we're gonna probably bail off this butte before it gets too dark, head back to town, and if we're lucky, the little bar and grill will still be open. Maybe we can grab a burger or something for dinner. But just a great night. Like, super cool country, huh?
Yeah, so pretty up here.
But yeah, great day. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. We'll probably pack up our stuff, go show you these sheds we got below us, and try not to bother these cows too much. They're basically right on our way out. It was a shed indeed. We were up there, I was like, it looks burnt or something. It's just super old. It's got some moss, some dirt on it and stuff. Probably